The whole world became spectators to one of the year's biggest boxing exhibitions, when boxing superstar Floyd "Money" Mayweather went inside the ring for a match against YouTuber Logan Paul on June 6, 2021. While the two were the focus of the special boxing exhibition, there was the sideshow that happened during the first press event for the fight on May 6 that everyone got hyped about, when Jake, Logan Paul's brother, found himself in an altercation with Floyd Mayweather and a security entourage, after a display of disrespect that the undefeated champ absolutely didn't like. Before we get into the video, take a second to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future uploads. The speculations of the fight. In 2020, rumors were circulating in the boxing world that 15-time 5-division boxing superstar Floyd Mayweather, who still holds a 50-0 win-loss record, was coming out of retirement to take on a social media sensation turned professional fighter, Logan Paul, in a special exhibition boxing match. The speculations around the fight incessantly questioned the integrity of the supposed match, with the prospect of a boxing great going against an obnoxious and notorious YouTuber, which, with both their huge following and popularity, also meant a lot of money. The match, which was officially announced and confirmed in April of 2021, promised a historic crossover event which saw a whirlwind of reactions on social media. The reactions centered on the fact that Logan Paul has only had a few fights under his belt, with a boxing record of one official fight, and was even a tight-lipped loss. Yet Paul, the obnoxious YouTuber most known for his scandalous and often rowdy persona, managed to close a boxing deal with one of the boxing's living legends, with a promise of a massively huge payday. The cash and the bragging rights. It's been said that the match earned Paul a good $20 million from the fight, while of course providing a hefty and easy $100 million for Mayweather. Floyd even boasted about his earnings after the match, expressing how easily he made so much money with the special boxing exhibition. Much to say, the boxing match was more of a show, which provided entertainment through boxing. This is a sentiment shared by Paul, who sees himself as the biggest entertainer on the planet, with his freelance fighting offering a way to be just that. The fight, billed as bragging rights, wasn't actually a pro boxing match, with the exhibition having 8 3-minute rounds, no judges, and no actual winner being declared. The conspiracy of the build-up to a fake fight. People just hoped that someone would get to knock down the other one, even once, whoever that would have been. But instead, we witnessed a spectacle of a fight, complete with conspiracies of Mayweather helping Paul up so he wouldn't get knocked down. However, more than the actual fight itself, the bigger spectacle, it seemed, happened weeks prior at the first press event for the fight in part of their promotional tour. On May 6 at the Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens in Florida, we saw Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather come on stage to promote their upcoming bout. While Logan and Floyd didn't provide any display of tension during the event, it was, however, Logan's younger brother, Jake Paul, who provided the ruckus. Earlier on, while Mayweather was speaking on stage, the younger Paul could be seen interrupting the undisputed champion by untying Floyd's shoe and telling Floyd, "Your shoes are untied." Although the boxing legend remained calm at the time, the Paul brothers continued their antics to irk Mayweather. Eventually, the undefeated former 5-division world champion called the Paul brothers fake fighters and offered to fight both Logan and Jake on the same card. Things went off the rails after Mayweather's remark, when Jake decided to come up to Mayweather to raise the tension even more. The younger Paul got face-to-face with Mayweather as they both started to verbally taunt each other. The moment devolved into less admirable antics when Jake grabbed Mayweather's hat from his head and told Floyd, "I got your hat," like a little child. This immediately led to a quick confrontation, as it clearly pissed the champ even more. Mayweather could be heard yelling, "I'll kill you," with Floyd seen taking a few good shots at Jake. Subsequent posts from Jake Paul showed him roughed up with a black eye. Jake, also known as the Problem Child, was in Miami to support his brother Logan for the exhibition match, but ended up stealing all the attention by starting a brawl that left him proudly holding Floyd Mayweather's hat, but with damage to his eye, lip, and tooth. The actual details of the blow-by-blow that caused the damage to Jake are rather hazy, but the 24-year-old claimed to have been hit by someone from Floyd's entourage. Despite the clear black eye, Jake immediately added more taunts by going on Twitter to say, quote, "Honestly, have had 3 easy fights as a pro, so been itching for some real action. One of Floyd's 30 bodyguards got a clean shot on me in the eye. Respect," end quote. The Paul brothers' shenanigans. Like his brother, Jake has also started revamping his less popular social media career, by going inside the ring with a more impressive record of 3 wins and no losses, all by knockout. But while Jake seemingly had the nerve to add on to the spectacle of the moment, fans started to roast him on Twitter after many fans believed that they could note Jake's shaky voice and possibly even spotting the YouTuber crying in a corner afterwards. In a clip that went viral after the incident, Jake could be seen being ushered through a door by security as he shouted, "Gotcha hat!" This was when Jake Paul's voice could be heard cracking up as the other YouTuber star tried to hide away into a side room. If you look closely at the circulated video, it does kind of look like he had just wiped his tear from his face and took an exhale after a shaky and highly tense moment, which could have brought an overwhelming flush of emotions. Plus the fact that he's cowering against the wall makes it all more suspicious. A Twitter user roasted Jake by saying, quote, "Why are all people defending Jake Paul? He ran off crying, couldn't take the heat. Few punches from a genuine world-class boxer, and he shows he can't hack it." End quote. Another user said, quote, "So we're not addressing the fact that Floyd punched Jake Paul after trying to steal his hat, and he got carried away crying." End quote. Jake's brother, Logan, the man who was actually set to fight Mayweather, didn't mind his brother stealing the show, but was visibly stunned when the incident happened. Afterwards, Logan was heard saying, quote, "What the F did he do, bro?" End quote. Logan would later reveal that his brother did indeed plan to pull a stunt even before the incident occurred. Logan said, quote, "He told me he was going to do it. I told him not to." End quote. But while Jake seemed for a moment to revert into a little lost boy, pondering on what he had just done, that didn't stop Jake from capitalizing on the moment, as he immediately started advertising his new Gotcha hat merch, and even got himself a tattoo of the phrase with a hat under it. With both Pauls intending to further their fighting careers, we're sure we're all going to see more antics like this inside and outside the boxing ring in the years to come. So what do you think about the Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul brawl? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.